Hey everybody, it's Blake here at DD. I was testing out a secret prototype DSP I can't tell you guys about. But in order to test it out, I had to tune something. And I grabbed these VO-B2a Tweeters with some VO-M6.5As because I don't like how these sound, and I thought it would give me a good challenge. I'd get a lot of time to tinker in the software, figure it out. Anyways, I was horrifically wrong. I actually love how these sound. I just needed to tune them to my taste and to make them balanced and sound proper. So I'm gonna give you guys a few steps on how I did that and what that sound is like. The first misconception I was under is that these tweeters are just bright and harsh and screechy and don't do anything else. That's not really the case. If you look at the measurements, they're way lower in distortion than a typical dome tweeter. The problem is they're way louder than the mid-range and completely overshadow it. So the first thing I did was I dropped these by 24 decibels. Now that doesn't mean they'll be quieter. You just have more room to turn up the volume with everything else and it'll be balanced together. The second misconception I had is that these PA style speakers are just harsh and honky with a whole bunch of upper mid-range, no real mid-bass. Again, that's not the case. You just have to compensate for that with DSP. These are very low inductance designs, high efficiency designs, which means that naturally they have an upsloping response, which we can really easily correct in the DSP. So I dropped everything above 1 kilohertz through these by about 2 decibels, and then I boosted the mid-bass by about 4 decibels. And with just those couple of changes that I made to these, they sound absolutely beautiful now, and I want to show you guys the difference. So I'm going to play you a before and after using the same track in the same spot, and I'm going to keep the volume of the tweeter the same so you can hear what that difference really does to the music. This is where you'll want to put on your best headphones so you can hear the difference. This is the out-of-the-box sound without any fixes to it, and the song we're going to be using is Scarlet Fire by Otis McDonald. Now this is how it sounds with the improvements that I made. Again, same track, same spot, and the tweeter volume is identical. All I did was bring up the mid-range to match it. I don't know about you guys, but to me that second one sounded way better. Not only was it louder with the tweeters at the exact same volume as they were before, but it was a whole lot clearer. I could understand the vocals better. It was a lot less harsh. I could have listened to that at an even louder volume than before. And that mid-bass was way better. The kick had a ton more punch. And even, you couldn't hear this because I just have a single microphone, but the imaging and staging was also way better. So I just want to let you know, if you've had bad experiences with these in the past, get a DSP of some kind, drop these tweeters down a bunch, and you'll be surprised at just how good these really can sound. I'm super impressed with it.